PRC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
This is the Weather Extreme video. This is for Monday morning, the 9th of March. James Spann here. Very mild to warm weather continues, and the weather will turn wet and cool later this week. So some changes coming up. Let's look out the window this morning. We'll start with some of the Skycam images around the network. That's the Birmingham view looking north from the top of the Daniel building. It's cloudy and mild. Down in Chilton County, you look at downtown Clanton coming from the Skycam there, and on top of the city tower in the middle of town. And from Tuscaloosa, we're looking east from the Tuscaloosa County Courthouse over toward Bryant-Denny Stadium on a cloudy, mild Monday morning. One shortwave is rotating through the Northeast U.S. this morning, bypassing Alabama to the north. That brought severe weather to parts of Indiana and Kentucky yesterday. And a big trough is coming into the northwest. And below that, the old subtropical jet stream pushing high clouds through here. Yep, pretty warm out there this morning. Readings are in the 60s for the most part. Birmingham at 63. Just think about it now. A week ago, we were down in the low and mid-20s with still some snow on the ground. Convective outlook today. A slight risk of severe weather from Abilene, Texas, up to St. Louis. That would include places like Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Wichita, and Fayetteville, Arkansas. Tomorrow, a slight risk over a pretty good chunk of Illinois. And beyond that, there's no convective or no organized risk in the convective outlooks, and I think that's right. Severe weather here looks unlikely this week. And the QPF map, expected rain through the next 5 days. This is valid through Friday evening. This is suggesting rainfall amounts of around 3/4 of an inch for the north and barely enough to measure down south. And around the nation, the heaviest rain over Texas and also up north around the Great Lakes. Well, here's the GFS at noon today. The shortwave over the northeast is pulling away from us. The stronger one is out west, and that 582 ridge is over Alabama. So accordingly, it should be a dry day. Sky cloudy at times, but the sun should break out this afternoon. The weather today, much like yesterday. Readings well up in the 70s. Tomorrow, hey, I think we hit 80. Tomorrow, maybe some morning clouds, but the sky becoming partly sunny. Big storm, though, coming out there across the Plain States. You can see why there's a severe weather risk. That's a cold 1,044 high behind it. And it's going to be a very, very sharp gradient there. Maybe a big snowstorm for parts of the Dakotas and Minnesota. And then Wednesday, that short wave again stays well to the north. So the front that comes in here is going to stall out. You can see the front easing in here. So we'll mention a good chance of showers on Wednesday. Maybe a thunderstorm. And probably some of the cool air begins to drain in here. So it could be that highs drop back in the 60s on Wednesday. And Thursday, the front is just at a dead stop. And depending on where the front happens to be, it will be either a cool day or a mild day. I really think for Birmingham North, it could be a pretty cool day. It's a pretty strong high up there. So we might hold in the 50s on Thursday with clouds and a chance of some light rain at times. Friday, front goes nowhere. If anything, it backs up a little bit, and so we could warm up. And it might be the better chance of the organized rain on Friday shifting a bit north of here. And then Saturday, starting off the weekend, here comes a short wave in the southern branch off to the west. And, yep, still looks pretty wet. So we're going to have to mention some risk of rain just about on a daily basis. Wednesday through Saturday, not that it's going to rain the whole time. And by golly, Sunday still looks wet, although at that point the rain should be diminishing. And then Monday of next week, the rain is gone. And then on Tuesday, the 18th, look at the long wave trough forming over the east, and that looks like the weather could turn rather chilly. And at the end of the forecast on the 24th, the westerlies a little north of here. Looks kind of cold and snowy up to our north, but around here, if that's right, that looks relatively quiet. But we all know that March is an extremely active month, and trying to figure out a specific scenario there a long time in advance is pretty hard to do. That's it for the Weather Extreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 or so today. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 5, 6, and 10. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.